Right, guys, what? It's exciting new thing. Someone volunteered. That's fun. It's a bit of an experiment, and we shall call it Getting to Know You Better Culture in brackets. Just generally thought of that now. That's right, it's not a thing. So, can we please give, and he's going to come over to the other microphone, and can we please give a warm welcome to Daniel? Woo! You go around, there's some stairs under there. So. When you go behind the stage, there's a whole other world around there, guys. So when you come to present and you earn your badge, you'll understand this. So, hello, Daniel.
Hello.
You want to test that microphone, mate? You comfortable there?
Yeah. I'm a 7 to 8 out of 10 in terms of comfort.
Good.
But the alcohol is somewhat embedding me in the comfort.
I'm glad. So you said this is the first time you've come along tonight, then?
Yeah, it is actually.
Thanks so much for coming, man. How did you find out about this? This feature's not started yet, by the way.
That's fine. My colleague sent an email out that was very persuasive. It was very informative, and a few of us have come along tonight to support him in knowing that he can send emails in the future.
That is what it's all about, is supporting each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making everyone else feel more confident.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Right, I think this is going to go very well. Okay, so I devised a few little questions here for you.
Cool.
So you seem kind of ready with it, but obviously, Daniel, we need to get to know you better, culture. Could you just let me know what your name is, where you're from, what you do, those little bits.
My name is Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hello, everyone, culture. My surname is Preston. I know it's not stand-up, but one time I got in a taxi in Manchester, I booked it, and this was before the days of Uber, and he was like, what's your name? I was like, oh, it's Preston. And I got in, and he just got on the motorway and started going to Preston. I was in Manchester. I was in my first year of uni, so I didn't know the city. So I was like, this is great, cool, we're going to party. And I wasn't quite like that. I was just very quiet. And after, the journey must have gone for about 15 minutes. And at this point, I was like, I know I don't live this far from the club. And I was like, excuse me, where are you off? And he was like, we're going to Preston, it's my lucky day. I was like, sorry, buddy, that's my name, and you need to turn around. And he was like, we just sat in silence for 20 minutes as he drove me back to Manchester and charged me $4.50. I was like, sorry, dude, that's your fault, that's on you, you didn't listen. So that's my surname. I'm from Leeds, this is my hometown.
Woo!
And I am a social media and web analyst for the University of Leeds.
Oh, very good.
I've got my fancy lanyard here, just popping the little promo. If anyone wants any degrees, this is the place.
I would say
sorry, no sale,
no sales pitches. Sorry. Other universities are available. Other sources of degrees. You're not dishing them out in the back there.
Other degrees are available.
Yeah. Cool, right. Well, let's begin with some more interesting questions. So Daniel, social media analyst from University of Leeds. What is your favourite cheese?
Oh, wow. That's a really good question,
Thank you very much.
At the minute, you see, there's two distinct things here. There's my most consumed cheese, and there's my favourite cheese.
I'm loving how you are defining this, by the way.
So,
this is fantastic.
My most consumed cheese would be cheddar. I have cheddar in my sandwich every day. Brown bread, right? Okay. Last week I actually had not white bread. I had best of both last week. It was on offer, but now I'm back to the brown bloomer.
Brown never lets you down.
So mature cheddar slices I have every day in my pack-up. But my favourite cheese, if you were to give me a choice, I would say it's probably blue cheese.
Oh, yes, yes.
I love a little bit of
High
mold.
five, though.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. I think this is going way too well. I think we need to slow it down a little bit. Okay, another little sort of icebreaker here. Often people say, "Oh, can you tell something interesting about yourself?" And everyone goes, "Oh no, I'm not interested," and all the insecurities come out of it. So, can you think of a boring fact about yourself?
Oh, wow.
And can you tell us that fact?
Up until last year, I thought I was 6'1". I went to the doctors and they said that I'm 5'11". So, I mean, either I've shrunk or I've just like grown up thinking that I'm way taller than I am. And I've used that to like, you know, be really like, yeah, you know, I'm 6 foot. I'll shop at High and Mighty. Nope, those jeans are now not available.
Did you not, like when you were younger, get like a little pencil in?
Yeah, but that's not as accurate. That's sorry, I'm just making sure people can hear me.
You can hear, can't you guys? Yeah. Cool.
It's not as accurate, just pencil on a wall. Because when that happened, I went home, my partner, Camilla, I was like, Camilla, measure me against the wall. And she put a little pencil and then pulled out the tape measure and she was like, oh, you're 6 foot. I was like, whoa, I feel good about myself. I was like, let's just do it again to check. And she did it and I was 5'10". I was like, this is getting worse. This is not what I want. So I don't think the pencil on the wall is cute and everything if you're monitoring it, but it's not as accurate.
How did the doctor measure you?
Stood on one of those things and she put one of those things on top of my head.
Like the stick. The
I was like, this is great.
Isn't it? Don't you get them like you stand on it and they're in boots, aren't they? Or
yeah.
something like that.
She just put it on top of my head and she couldn't reach over it. I was like, you should, because she was pretty short, and I was like, you sure you're getting it right? I
am 6'1" after all.
I was like, I tried to do it, and then no, she confirmed it was pretty damning, 5'11".
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, but on the same day, I also found out that despite being told by doctors a year earlier that I had asthma, I don't have asthma. So now I'm not allowed inhalers which help me breathe.
Thanks and roundabouts. So here's an interesting question that you can ask people as well. Would you like to be famous? If so, in what way?
I don't think I'd like to be famous. I think I could. I think I could deal with it. You know what I mean? I can put up with it.
That's a good answer. I like that.
You see all these people.
If you think like, how would you be famous? In what way? Like, in what way could you deal with it?
In what way could I deal with it?
Or what conditions would you deal with it best?
Conditions? Do you get to choose when you become famous as to how? Is that how it works?
I don't know how it works.
I don't know. You've been up on stage like 4 or 5 times tonight. How does it feel to be famous?
I can deal with it.
Yeah, cool, great.
You've given me words that I can say now for that.
Nice.
Because I get asked that question all the time, and I always just sort of mumble over it. So
I think you see some celebrities who are just kind of rolling with it. My favourite celebrity, and obviously, please caveat this that if anything comes out about him over the next few weeks.
Yeah, we have to be careful these days, don't we?
If this is going on YouTube, like annotate over this bit, right? But I love Patrick Stewart, right?
Yeah.
The guy is just like mega famous. Like, name someone more famous than Patrick Stewart. Exactly. God. Rubbish. He wasn't even a captain of a proper ship. But Patrick Stewart just takes his celebrity presence with such chill. He goes watch Huddersfield Town on a weekend, has a couple of beers, pops up with his home dog in McKellen. He's just straight chilling. My favourite Pardon?
No, Chewbacca.
No, but I think my favourite Patrick Stewart related YouTube video of all.
How did you know what my next question was?
It's just on no. My favourite Patrick Stewart related YouTube video is, I believe he sat like outside of his lush sort of house with his, I'm assuming his wife or partner, and she's filming him like portrait mode on the phone, and he's explaining how to do in like an acting technique that's known as like a take. And I don't know anything about acting, but I believe that's like, you know, when you've seen something like, oh.
All right, yeah.
So he explains the acting technique of a single, a double, a triple, and the very rare quadruple take. And honestly, I don't want to try and recreate it, but just go home and look for that. It's incredible. It's just very wholesome and chill, and he's just a guy hanging out with his family, being a kick-ass celebrity. It's awesome.
Can you dance?
You're not going to make me dance, are you?
No, the question's just whether you can dance or not.
Tentative.
Right. Do you have a specific hunch about how you may die?
Oh, I think I'm going to die every day. Literally, I was having a one-to-one with my line manager who's sat over there. And I was like, I'm just worried every day at work. Like, I really want to do this work, but I'm just worried if I die, who's going to finish it off? I'm like, I could just get hit by a bus. So
it can happen.
I regularly feel like I'm probably going to die unplanned. I think it's just going to, one day, dead.
Excellent. Right, so there's a few questions now. Couple of questions here, and they're like scenarios. We want to know how you would act in that scenario, okay? So, your house containing everything you own catches fire. What? After saving your loved ones and your pets, don't worry about them, they're out of the way, you have time to safely make a final dash to save one item. What would it be and why?
Do you want the cute answer? Or the...
Yeah, give us a cute answer. Yeah,
so my partner. I don't know if you all know, but I'm not single. So big win for me. My partner Camilla has this like small soft toy that she affectionately refers to as Bunny, and she's had Bunny like it was the first present she got when she was born. She's had it for like a whole life. It's like a source of comfort to her. She really loves this thing. It gets washes. It gets new dresses every year. And I regularly think, like, you know, she's a perfectly normal human being. She's great. But, you know, other people find this creepy. I'm like, you know, it's a source of comfort. You enjoy it, whatever. I have things that make me comfortable. You have things that make you comfortable. But I always feel like, whoa, if the house burnt down, well, what would she do about that? Do you know what I mean? She can't run in. I think she'd run in and get that. So I'd quite like to save that for her.
That's very sweet. What's the other thing? Xbox.
No, maybe not my Xbox. I think like a phone charger or something.
We're taking that. Okay. You are trapped in an unspecifically religious afterlife, and you can only read one book or film for the end of eternity. What will you choose?
Oh, what, are comic books allowed?
Yeah, totally.
One book for the end of eternity. This is a really deep thinker of a question, because I know I was like comic books. There's got to be one that's my jam in that, but you know.
And if you're really, really unsure, you don't have to. We can just let you think about it.
You know, one book that I always go back to, probably because I like to think that I'm smart and I read Tolkien books, you know what I mean? I've read all of the Lord of the Rings, but I kind of just read The Hobbit over and over again, and I'll get to the others later. You know, I'll read The Hobbit, I'll be like, it's that time of year, we're reading Lord of the Rings again, let's start with The Hobbit. Lovely, like 140 pages, do it, great. And then I'm like, time for the Fellowship, and I'm like, that's some small print. So I think, like, if you look at how tatty the books in the collection are, like, what's the final one called? Is it Revenge of the Sith or something?
Yeah, something like that.
That one's like clean.
Revolutions.
You know what I mean? It's the cleanest book you've ever seen that's used. You know what I mean? If you got it, you'd be like, whoa, is the film still on this? The Hobbit is like brown, it's got tea stains, it's fucked up. So, yeah, I'd probably take The Hobbit because I could just smash that every day.
Good choice. Okay, the year is 2034. A zombie-like virus has broken out and humanity is on its last feet after exhausting all options to find a cure. You are a part of a revolutionary group, one of the few people still hoping that you can find a cure. You discover after a long time of researching religious ancient texts about the apocalypse that there is a small chance everyone can be cured with the power of one song. Which song do you choose to sing to save humanity and why?
I have to sing it.
You don't have to sing it now, just pick us.
No, but I mean, like, when the time comes.
When the time comes.
They're like, take the stage.
When the time comes, will a man sing the song? The one song?
You know, does anyone play board games?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, not like I play Scrabble, but like, I'm a total nerd and I play like games that you'd never have heard of. Okay. Has anyone ever played a board game called Pandemic? Yeah, I thought this was where this was going. I've just like...
It's very Pandemic-esque, isn't it?
We just finished Pandemic Legacy, like, last week, which is like a serialized version of the game. It's incredible.
Have you ever won it?
Have we ever won Pandemic?
Yeah.
Yeah, smashing it all the time.
We're fucking useless.
Are you doing the thing where you've not read the rules properly?
Yeah.
And you're trying to eradicate every disease rather than just cure?
Whatever you just said, I'm doing it wrong.
Anyway, one song.
One song.
You know, songs is another thing. Like, I get like 20 seconds into songs and I'm like, it's just not. But then other songs that I should have no reason to like, I'll smash them. You know what I mean? Like 20 times in a row, every day, I'm like, song over
So you're not just thinking about a song that you would pick, but you're thinking about a song that would be good to sing.
But I can't sing Michael Jackson's Thriller. That's the thing.
But it would save humanity, though, wouldn't it?
But I can't sing it. So this is the thing: is if I have to sing a song, I've got to pick a song that I can sing.
This is all something for us to think about.
No, you know, a song I can sing, and I know the words to is Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz. I can do that rap I'm not going to do it, but I was like 15. I did that rap. I had my headphones on. I was like, yeah, I like hip hop.
How does it go again? Because I just tried to imagine it. There's kids with guns in my head.
Let's not start this.
So, Clint Eastwood.
Cool.
By Gorillaz. Great. We've saved humanity. Excellent. All right. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. Remembering these questions, guys, you know, you're trying to spark a conversation.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
It varies, doesn't it? But if you were going to go on Mastermind, what subject would you pick?
I thought that sentence, when you said master, I thought that was going to...
I'm thinking too far ahead.
Mastermind, what subject would I pick?
Yeah.
Oh, like, there's like tons of subjects out there.
What would you pick?
What would I pick?
Yeah.
I'm not really a specialist. I'm very much a jack of all nothing. I don't really know like one specific thing. I love Arrested Development TV show. Not
it's a
the
good
band.
show. Any fans?
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's kind of still niche apparently.
I could pick the occasional little bit of knowledge out on that one. So that's a go.
I think it doesn't seem like as many people know about it. Do you think it would be a thing that maybe you'd like to present on sometime in the future?
Potentially, but we were discussing this earlier.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's the break. Everyone's like, "What would you present?" And someone asked me, and I said that I'd probably, if given the option, present on how I used to be the global admin for a text-based online mass multiplayer online role-playing game in my teens, and I did a monthly podcast for that thing, which probably had about 10 to 20 listeners, and we definitely plagiarized a lot of popular songs at the time. Yeah, it's just one of those weird, embarrassing things that I rarely admit to rooms full of people. I've got.
Good thing
You know
you
why
didn't
it's
say
fresh in my mind though is that I got my dad came around to my house the other day and he had a server box, like a plastic box, and he put it in my doorway and he was like, "It's a load of your shit." I was like, "Okay," and I pulled it open and it's just a load of my old mugs, like that I left at my parents' house because you know what it's like. Everyone gets mugs. You get a mug for this, that, and the other. I had a mug for this website that like the developer made like the admin team, and it had all of our like pixel art characters on it. And like, man, when I was like 15, 16, I was like, I had hair down to here, right? I was like, Metallica rules, dog. I'm gonna go to the sick Metallica show, Dad. And it was like, I was proper into like metal and trying to be as cool as fuck. And my pixel art little avatar had like long grey hair, like a biker jacket on, had like a little chain, had some baggy pants and like some sweet camo shoes. And it's just embarrassing. That's not what I've grown up to be. But that's when I was 16, I was like, that's who I'm gonna be when I'm older.
I think it'd be a good presentation on. Well, thank you so much for that, Daniel. And also, because when anyone who comes on the Bettakultcha stage, they get a little badge. So I think you should get a badge this time.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, man.
Thanks so much, mate.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, yeah? Bye, everyone.
Cheers, Daniel.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can see others on the Bettakultcha YouTube channel. Subscribe now and you'll be notified when new ones are uploaded.